Hi, my name is Monica. I'm from QooQee.com. I'm here to talk about the Table Pro widget. And I was just going to explain a couple aspects about it. I'm going to show you guys how to add a CSV file. I'm going to show you how to connect to Google Sheet, how to customize a table, and how to create linked cells. So adding a CSV file is super simple. All you have to do is open the main widget option panel, go to the main settings, change the source, and then add your file. And then it'll automatically import all the data. And if you want to update your published file, all you have to do is upload your updated CSV file to FTP with something like FileZilla. Now your other option for providing data to your table is by using Google Sheets. So you can create your tables in Google Sheets and then connect it to the table. So all you have to do is publish your table to the web. And then you're going to select the sheet that you want to publish. You're going to publish it. And then we have to get the Google Sheet key, and that can be found in the URL at the top. And it will be after the d/. And it's this combination of letters and numbers that you can just copy and paste. And then we're going to go back to Muse. We're going to open the main widget option panel, go to main settings, and here's our table. So one thing to keep in mind is that you don't have to change the sharing settings of your Google Sheet in order to publish it to the web. But if you want to let people use the download button, then you have to change the sharing features and you have to set your Google Sheet to public. But just because it's public doesn't mean that other people can edit it. Like, you can set the sheet to view only so that people can't change it. Next, I'm going to talk about the search bar. So editing the search bar is super easy. Like, if you want to change the font, you can just use the text panel. You can also change the size and the color. You can also change the fill, stroke, and then the corners. And then if you open the options, you'll see table name. The table, the search bar, and the row's number all have the same table name. And when you're creating the table name, make sure you don't use any spaces or special characters. Just stick to letters and numbers. And then another thing to note is when you're using the search bar and you enter a term that's not in the table, it'll show a message to tell people that the search entry isn't there. And you can customize what message shows up just by opening the main widget option panel and by going to additional controls and changing the message. So next I'm going to talk about the row's number. And this is a set number of rows that people can click on. And so you can customize what row numbers show up just by going to the main widget option panel, additional settings, and then you can enter different values. And this can also be customized through the text panel. And you can also customize it up here. So for the table, you can set it to responsive width, manually change the width. You can also change the height. So by default, the widget is displaying 4 rows. But I can change the amount of rows that show by default just by changing the height. So now there's 5 rows. Now I'm going to talk about the main widget option panel. So you can change the text alignment, and you can also change the height on the header cells and the body cells. And you can also change horizontal spacing. Changing the colors is super easy. And in this tab, you can style the text. If you want to change the typeface, all you have to do is select the table and use the text panel. And the size that you set right here determines the size of the text in the body cells. So if we put 16, it'll change to 16. But if we want to change the header font size, all we have to do is go to the main widget option panel. And we can enter a value such as -2. And the header font size is connected to the body font size. So when I put -2, that means the header font size is going to be 2 font sizes smaller than the body font size. So since this is 16, this is 14. I could also make it +2. So that's now 18. You can also change the letter spacing and then the font colors. And here you can uppercase or bold the text. So you can adjust the border as well as the style, and then the borders for the header and body cells. So sorting is when you click on a column and it sorts it in ascending or descending order. And you can customize the appearance of the sorted column. So you can change the appearance of the pointer. And you can change the text color, background color, and opacity. So sorted on load is a number of the sorted column when the table loads. And by default it's set to 1, but you can change this to a different value. One thing to keep in mind is that you have to enter a column number that you actually have, or the widget isn't going to work properly. So since I only have 4 columns, if I put 6 as my number, the widget wouldn't work properly. So assigning connects your next, previous, and download buttons to the widget. And you can have any object as your next, previous, or download button just by creating a new graphic style for it and writing the graphic style name here. So if I wanted to create my own object as my download button, I can just create a quick object and then go to the graphic styles panel, add a graphic style, and then go back here. Type the name of the style. Now when I preview and I click on this, it'll download my table. So now I'm going to show you how to add a linked cell. So all you have to do is open your Google Sheet and then go to a cell. Click on it, and then you're going to open a bracket, and then you're going to type the full URL that you want to link to, and then you're going to close the bracket. And now I'm just going to preview the page again. And then here's our link cell. And we can customize the appearance of the link cell. So if we open the main widget option panel and go to link cells, we can choose how the link opens. We can add a file to show up. And then we can also change the hover effects. Well, that's all that I have for you. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below, or you can check out the help docs. As always, thank you for watching.